Hello. Trading has closed on the 7th of March 2022. Start with our disclaimer. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, March the 8th. Remember, I can be wrong and all trades should be at your own risk. Looking for the pattern with the early high today. There it is. Tomorrow has the early low. We had signals that were mixed. Commonest thing is a gap and the prompt move outside the day's range. We certainly got that. I had a higher target. I said unless we gap down smartly, it was favored to print. The gap down smartly, so it should still print, but it's a failed target as of now. And I said I thought it was more likely than not that the gap and move outside the range would be up, hit the target, and I could explain what happened, but I also said that that doesn't happen, don't risk your money. Here's just a reminder of what I said. It was clear before the open it was a big drop, and it would have been nice if we'd recovered all of it and kept going up, and we came close. You'll never know what would have happened had we kept going up over this. I would like to think it would have been a big rally. But when you have a lot of things going in your favor, which we did as of Friday's close, and then it fails, it usually fails in grand style, which is what happened. Well, during the day, MEJT said this rally wouldn't stick, said this drop wouldn't stick. They've already retraced, so that's played out. Well, these lines are Tom DeMark's TDST lines. There's support for one bar under the line. This is the most recent TDST line on the downside, 43.6380. You'll see throughout all this drop, we never had any of the bars completely under another bar on the line. So this is all within one bar. That's his support area. But now we're threatening to break support, because if this low isn't overlapped, we're going to have a bar completely under this bar and support fails. And that low is 42.8498, which is quite a ways north of where we are now. So if we can't go over that, this TDST line support is going to fail. So if you're a bull, your work's really cut out for you. Doesn't make it impossible. Well, here was the wave count that we had. It's not the only count, but it doesn't break any rules. I was looking for an ABC that could still happen. But if this is the right count, which we don't know, there isn't anything particularly impressive about today's low. But it's not the only count. The count I had at the end of last month. There is a count marking this as a low. It doesn't make it right, but if we rally from here, you can explain it. You can take the height of blue C. You can see the Fibonacci relationship with blue A. And if you look at blue B, you can take the height of C of B, which is this, and you'll see it's a nice fib hit with A of B. So A of B is 0.618 times C of B. Now let's focus in on what could be wave blue C. There's an A, a B, and a C for red B, and then C. Let's just look at these last two waves, starting with B, light blue B, of red B, of dark blue C. Let's just look at these last two. You can count this as a 5-wave C. You've got an A, B, C with great fibs. And here you got the 5 waves down, which, if that's the right count, is perfect wave balance right at today's low. Now, this doesn't have to be the right count. None of this has to work, and futures are already down. So maybe the whole thing blows up in our faces. But if this does hold, and if we do rally, there is a count that explains this as being a low. Doesn't make it the right count, but if it is, we can have a good rally from here, ideally starting by gapping up smartly over this consolidation. I mean, futures are down, that might never happen, but if we can clear this, especially by gapping over it, then this last drop is a false move. It's might be grasping at straws, because other than that count, I don't have anything saying this drops over. And as we've said, there's a good chance we're going to break through support tomorrow. You really have to rally pretty high, or else that support's going to break. Now, tomorrow's pattern has yearly low, doesn't mean you won't gap up. Typically, it's a rally day with a final hour high. If it's weak instead, more weakness should ensue. We're threatening to break support from Tom DeMark's TDST line. Tomorrow's high is under 42.8498. That would do it. So if you're a bull, your work's cut out for you. I have nothing requiring a rally of that magnitude, or anything requiring a rally at all. However, if we do rally, if that happens, there's a wave count which explains it. As today featured 5 waves down, we do have wave balance at the low. So if support's going to hold here, and that's not a given at all, today's low should hold, and ideally, we should rally right from the open. The futures are down. It was quite a drop. I have no guarantee it's going to happen. But if we don't do that, then I don't have anything saying this drops over. So if you're a bull, it's kind of a do or die day tomorrow. What you really want to do is to gap up, clear this early, and pretend that's not the one I want. Is it? Maybe it was. You want to pretend you've completed an ABC. That's what you want to do. And if we rally strongly, maybe we did. But right now, just a possibility. It certainly isn't a lock, and I'm not risking any money on it myself. But if we do start up here, which I'm not saying will happen, but if it happens, could have legs. So tomorrow has the early low. We'll see if this holds. We see if we rally right from the open. And if that doesn't happen, I don't see anything stopping this drop. And that's today's call.